If everything's good, audio's good. Looks like it. Whew. A little tired. Just a little tired. I've been really tired lately, but that's besides the point. How are you guys doing today? Make sure everything's good here. Subscribers only. Any duration. The details. Okay. All right, perfect. What's up, Marty and Done Right? How you doing? How's everyone's morning going so far? Make sure this is okay. I still need to get I seen a really good boom arm that I wanted to get, so I'll probably be replacing that, replacing this with a new mic and everything, because this is just a horrible. Carl, every time I start talking, it's not a thing. You guys need some treats or something? I'll go give you some treats. Give me a second. How you guys doing? All right, so we hitting 50 today. It looks like we're resisting from 49 for AMC versus hitting 50. So it's gonna be tough. I definitely said that middle of the week seems like it's more of the negative side of things. I don't want it to be that way, because I would like it to be green this whole entire week. But you never really know. Yesterday was great, right? We were up 8% or 8.77%, and now we're up about 0.5, 0.6%, to where we did decrease quite a bit. I guess having a number of shorts that we're going through at this moment, that's what it's looking like. Let's see. Hola, good morning from Texas. Texas. Yeah, we're all Texas. We're all from Texas. Good morning, Kriegs. Let's go chat. I hope everyone has a good day. So do I. Let's see. Matty P on the mic. What's up, Matt? What's up, everybody? Good morning, rise and grind, everybody. Yep. Good morning. Ready for another day of action? Yes. So am I. So am I. Let's get it. Let's definitely get it. Yeah. So AMC currently at 0.55%. Let's also add in GME as well. You didn't see my video yesterday. It was kind of weird. Currently, we're over my cost basis. This is a good point for GME to be over my cost basis. That's great, by $1. Oh geez, that's like the third yawn or fourth yawn or something in the past, I don't know, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. But GME is currently up higher, up 1.4% today, and AMC is up basically 0.5%. So either way, I think we're in a good spot. I just hope today isn't really a negative day. I hope we see more positivity than anything. That would be great. It's going to 55 today, 200 in the after hours, unfortunately. All right, that makes sense. If you just drink coffee like a real American, you wouldn't be yawning. I guess maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Dude, that shit is contagious. Keep those yawns to yourself. I hear you. I hear you. Somebody was yawning at the golf course yesterday, and I got really tired. Why are you crying, Matt? Just just overjoyed with the price action. No, I'm not. I'm tearing up because of the yawns. And I feel another one coming, but I'm holding it back. I'm trying to hold it back. What do you think about support? What did it do yesterday? Did it let's see. Carl, I thought I got rid of you, man. It did drop by 13%. That's what I was saying about support, is that it can't hold up forever, and what they're going to do is when people start to sell off, it's going to be more strength than if they do cover their shorts. So understand that. And they'll start covering their shorts as it does go lower, but people will continue to sell off. So I don't know. It's tricky. This is one of those positions that doesn't really have the backing behind it, like AMC and GME, and people keep saying that there's a squeeze when there's not a squeeze. Just understand that when you see these things that have high short interest, it's literally a short-term play. Don't play it the same way you're playing AMC or GME. Play it basically the way you're going to make money. However you feel you're going to make money, make it. So if it goes from 14 to 17 or 14 to 20 and you feel like that's a good play, get out of the position, right? You have a certain target that you want to hit, and this is more training for what AMC or GME is going to do, but AMC and GME is going to be at a larger scale. But then when it gets up to that point to where people start to sell, and no matter if they do cover shorts or not, we're going to see the price end up decreasing depending on what the biggest whale ends up doing to start the downturn, right? So Lucid down 13%. Show Carl. Show Carl, Matt. I made $12 on support. It was good enough for me. Yeah, well, that's good. As long as you can make some money, it's good. You know what I mean? Carl, come here. People want to see it. Here's Carl. Move him out of the way. Move the mic out of the way. Carl. Carl. He's my cat. Alright, stop looking at me, man. Carl might be the AMC whale. He's so clean. Yeah, I give him a bath all the time. So yeah, he has to be clean. He cleans himself pretty well. It's just the back of him because he's a big cat. So this mic is just horrendous. Sorry if you hear a lot of noise with the mic because it's really bad. This could be the start of an AMC run and the crypto run. Yeah, I hope you're right, because crypto, I have a lot of different cryptocurrencies, and I'm happy to see that my interest building crypto did jump over the amount that I invested in there, because I invested in $2,600, and now, or yesterday, it was over $3,000, and then plus I've been gaining interest, which I haven't been gaining too much. I think it's like $3 at the moment. I haven't really checked today, but I checked yesterday. I think it was like 2 something. But as I start to add more, you can obviously gain more interest. So yeah, if I look at so currently it's at 2,940. And it has jumped over 3,000 yesterday, but then went back down. But currently, I'm building interest. It's right behind me. Building interest of $3.32. You can see the interest that I'm building with all these different positions. And I'll probably end up staking like some more and building some more interest. This will be the place to where I end up treating it as my more like dividend like positions, and see what I can build throughout the month, how much I can make on crypto, by staking and I think it'll be by staking and just investing in positions. So it should be fun. I'll continue to do that. I'm thinking about staking Cardano. I have Carl fur on my face. I know, man. I know. Very furry. Gotta say, Carl like Rick from The Walking Dead. No, it's not. It's not like that. I love human names for animals. It's just I don't know, and especially like the funny ones. Like I don't know. Like, Carl is just like I feel like that's like a something you would say in a movie. Like damn it, Carl, something like that, or like Meg for a cat. Like I feel like that was it's just funny. This is my cat Megan. Like with um, it's nice to hear. It's probably the smartest thing I've ever done. Listen to destroy my portfolio this morning. Yeah, I mean sometimes they do that. My portfolio is still in a bad place with ZOM and SOS. Fortunately, AMC is making moves, and I've been up on AMC for quite some time anyway. So my neighbor had a dog named Dave. That is a great name. One, I had a roommate named Dave um, in college, and yeah, I think that's a funny name. My wife's aunt has a or had a cat named Steve. I just think human names for cats and dogs and all animals are hilarious. Because then people think you're talking about someone else that lives in your house. Like like people made that joke that Carl was like my cousin or something or my roommate. How's a long process? Wait, how long is the process when doing Coinbase on phone? How long is the process? It's not that long. It took me probably. I think you have to go through the approval, right? I'm not 100% sure. I forgot I did it a long time ago, so I had my Coinbase account for a while, but I believe it's just a quick process. I don't think it takes longer than like a day, like to get your account approved and everything. But like trading, the thing I like about Coinbase versus like Webull and Robinhood is that you get to like buy whatever you want with the money that's in your bank account. You don't have to transfer it into Webull and get it and have to do like instant deposit and have to worry about taking 5 days or so or whatever. That's the thing I don't like to worry about. And Coinbase Pro, you can just take your bank account and just deposit the money either into USD, or you can deposit it into whatever other coin you want. I know Coinbase Pro, you have to deposit it into USD, I believe, and then transfer it over to whatever you're buying. But either way, I mean, it works. XRP is looking really good. Is it? Let's check what XRP is doing. Where's my crypto? There it is. Went over it like 3 times. So a lot of crypto is making a move, a slight move. ADA is moving up. Let's see. We want to break that $3 barrier. And I feel like when we break that $3 barrier, it's probably going to run a little bit. Bitcoin, we want that to jump above 50K. Dogecoin, obviously, we want that above 30, 35, breaking that 40 cent barrier. And Ethereum Classic at 65. Where's XRP? XRP is at $1.19, up 4%. So seeing XRP get to some of these levels of 118, go up to 120, back down to 119. I mean, I guess it's making slight moves. Just to understand that with the amount that XRP holds, so the amount of supply, it's pretty high. The max supply is pretty high. So just keep that in mind. But yes, XRP is making moves and has the ability to go a lot higher. Let's go back to AMC. Matt, what's the interest on BBIG? I believe it's more of a short interest play. From what I understand, there's a lot of short interest plays and where things have high short interest. And when people have high short interest, I'm gonna name my next pet fish Jamal. That's that's funny. That's hilarious. See, I had a rabbit named Ryan. Like I don't know. Human names just for cats and dogs and animals. It's just I don't know. But yeah, what was I saying? Something about BBIG. So BBIG, I believe it's one of those short interest plays. From what I understand, a lot of people are playing those, and there are a ton. But understand that short interest plays doesn't mean that it's going to be exactly what AMC is. You know, it could be depending on what's going on, how many people are holding it, how many people back it. But the problem is a lot of people mention these plays to treat them as more of a pump and dump, and an easier pump and dump at that, because they've shorted the position. They have no more leverage. If they start covering, then it starts increasing the price while people are buying, and you see that attack, like dual attack, to where it ends up increasing the price very fast, and whatever goes up fast can drop just as fast. So understand that. Looks like a large cup and handle. You should load up on more. Well, actually, I don't have XRP. I wanted to, but Coinbase doesn't allow you to trade XRP, and I don't want to do it in Webull. So I could do it in Gate.io, but I would have to buy money. I would have to buy something in uh, Crypto.com. That's the word I was looking for. Crypto.com, and end up transferring that to Gate.io in order to get XRP, which is not a crazy long process. It probably takes like a few minutes, but it is going to cost me something to transfer it. I don't know how much it'll cost for me to transfer XRP. I believe it would be lower than trading Ethereum or sending Ethereum. But yeah, that's the only issue, is the fact that they don't have XRP on Coinbase, and that's where all my crypto is. I don't really like to separate my crypto, but see, that's the thing. I don't want another platform because I have KuCoin, I have Gate.io, I have Coinbase, and obviously I still have some that are in Webull. They wouldn't let me trade all of them or transfer all of them. I'm loving that AMC. It seems to stay above 47. 50 is going to be a fight, but hopefully that starts soon after opening. Yeah, I hope so as well. I hope we see this just take off. Once ETH trades above 3,550, everything is going to shoot up. All right. I'll hold you to it. XRP is on uphold. Yeah, KuCoin too. Yeah, I have I have a lot of platforms. I would have to do it through Coinberry. Stop carrying XRP for me. I thought that was just a play on words for Coinbase, like you were calling Coinbase Coinberry. I didn't know that Coinberry was a thing. But yeah, I would buy XRP, and I've said that plenty of times that I would buy XRP. It's just not on my platform. What happened with? I think Solana was actually coming back. What happened with Solana? Uh, I know we were talking about it. I don't. This seems to be loading so slow. I mean, I am putting or what is it, downloading or uploading or transferring a huge file, because I golfed yesterday. We had a scramble, a 2v2 scramble, which was really fun. I didn't play really well, but that's the point of a scramble. When one person isn't playing well, the other person really picks you up. I can say that one part of my game was really good. Other parts of my game were not so good. And then when the camera went off, those parts of my game were good. And the other parts of my game stayed as good, actually. I ended up making a birdie that's not on camera. And we used my tee shot, we used my second shot, we used my father-in-law's third shot, and then I putted in for birdie. It was on a par 5, and it was really good. It was really fun. We're gonna do those all the time, and I'm gonna upload that on my golf channel. So you guys are interested in going, or guys are interested in golf or interested in seeing another side of me, definitely go over there and subscribe to my golf channel. Where did you play? We play at Reading Country Club every week. So if anybody lives close to the area and area where I live and they wanna play golf in that tournament, you can always sign up. You just have to go there, sign up, and then you can play on Tuesdays if you want. My salon longs are printing green tendies this morning. All right, that's great. Where is that? At 115, down 4% today, but still holding above 100. That's good to see. That's really, really good to see, to know that you're not having a massive pullback. You know, still looking at things like YFI at $39,000. Get coins at $12.52. I need to check my Coinbase Pro to see what my account is at. Hopefully it's not below 19. I would think it's above. I need to blow my nose. Ah, 19.8. That's where I'm at. So things have been sitting still. You have Harvest Finance that have come back. You had Internet Computer that came back. Clover that came back a little bit. It's down 4%. Also Gitcoin that's down 0.69%. Anchor is still at around 10 cents, so that's good. Ethereum Classic that's making a move. Compound that is making a move. That's close to 500. That looks really good. I would love to see that up in the $900 mark. So when it gets closer to those areas, that's definitely where I'm going to make a move to not like get out of it, but sell maybe one of them and wait for it to pull back to buy in more. That's my plan with that one. ACH, I plan on buying more of that. A lot of the lower coins that do have the ability to go to $1 or a few dollars, I'm going to buy some more of those. So like Anchor, I believe that can go to a higher level. It's already at 11 cents. And I would love to get maybe like $1,000 more, or maybe a couple more, buying some of that. So that's good. Sorry. So I do have quant. You missing out? No, I do have quant. I have 2 quant coins. Not as much as I really want, but I hold 2 of those coins. Is that Reading, PA? Yes, it's Reading, PA. Oh, it's really raining now. Good we didn't get that storm yesterday. Man, I bought XRP on MX. The trading platform I use, super easy to set up spot trading, and you can do puts/calls on crypto. That's awesome. That is pretty cool. What are your crypto coins that give interest? Coinbase, do you think is a good idea to use algo as a savings account? I don't think it's good to use it as a savings account. I don't ever look at it as a savings account. I look at it as an investment account. So you're gaining interest on what you put in there. You know what I mean? And you're also growing, that account size, because obviously the position is growing as well. So yes, I believe it's a great place to put your money. But you're still risking things. You're still risking the amount that you have in there, because yes, you can put $1 million in there and gain 5%, but also that $1 million can turn to $700,000 very quick. And then now you're not gaining 5% on $1 million. You're gaining 5% on $700,000. So I wouldn't treat it as a savings account. I would treat it as an investment as well. And what I typically do is invest some, and then as I get to the next month, invest some more. As I get to the next month, invest some more. Maybe I do it by week or whatever. But you're basically treating it as a more of a mutual fund or an index fund, something that you're adding money to every single month or every week or something like that. That's the way that I look at it. But here are the cryptocurrencies that I have right now. I have XTZ, I have Algo, and I have ATOM. So I have those three, and I'm probably going to stake some like Ethereum and this cat is bothering me. Can't even think of words because he keeps doing weird things and knocking things over. Um, yeah, Cardano. That's the investment I was looking for. But yes, I'll probably stake some Cardano as well. Because right now I have 500 of Cardano, and I probably should uh, do that, but we'll see. I don't plan on getting out anytime soon. Where's Cardano? There it is. I have a 500 flat. Do you guys hear the rain outside? So much rain. Wow. All right, we had 179 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. It does help out the channel. Also, if you have a chance, check out some of my other channels. Only like 20 minutes late this time. Yeah. I woke up and checked my phone to see what time it was, and I have a 69% battery left. It makes me super bullish on GME and AMC. All right, well, sounds good to me. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Fire King. What do you think of Farm? So Farm, I'm still bullish on. I'm still sitting where I believe it's going to go. Now I want to see this drop lower so that I can buy more. No way do I want this to take off now. Obviously, if it does take off now, I'll be happy with it. But I would like to hold 50 by the time it ends up taking off, and I would like to stay in this area for quite some time before it does end up jumping to, 1,000, 2,000, whatever ends up jumping to, because I want to have a little bit of room to maybe pull some out at certain points. Not to completely pull things out, but like if I invest a total of $10,000 into it, I want to be able to pull $10,000 out by only pulling out 10 coins. You know what I mean? So that I take my initial investment and I can put it somewhere else, and now I have maybe $40,000 that's sitting in there to grow a lot more. You know what I mean? So if it does end up pulling back at certain levels, which I know that Farm fluctuates, I would do that. So when I look at Farm Coin, let's go to Harvest Finance. I look at Farm Coin and how much it does fluctuate, going from what, that 270 mark, 267 down to 240 something, 230 something. That was at 11 p.m. I probably should have made an investment there. That's not a bad point. I just didn't see it because I was sleeping at the time. That sucks. But then seeing this grow to levels of 304, levels of 350, like that's what I like to see. And once you see those levels, then you start to basically maybe pull little bits and pieces out as you do see levels of resistance. But I'm looking for a strong level of resistance close to $1,000, if not at $1,000. But I want to see this pull back before that does happen so that I can buy a lot more. I want to hold 25 to 50. If I can hold 100, that would be great. But, we'll see. Let's go back here. It's been pouring here as well. Yeah, can't hear the rain. All right, yeah, it was pretty strong rain. Do you have I no, I don't. That's 2%. I feel like that'll lower the amount of interest that I do have there. I don't know what the price is actually. So let's check what the price is. Let's go back here. Um, oh, it's at $1. So basically, I put it's like a 1-for-1, and you would basically treat it like a high interest savings account, and it never really fluctuates from $1. That's not bad. You're basically treating it as a high interest savings account rather than anything else because you're gaining 2%, but it doesn't ever move based on the actual price, which is technically a good thing. If you wanted to just gain something that's safe, you can make that move and just be comfortable with gaining 2% interest on money that you do have, just sitting there. So that's not a bad option. It's just still like 2%. Like you, with other positions, you may be gaining 2% plus growing in whatever, the total price is. Let's see. Let's go to here. Where's it at? So like if you go to these positions, you can see that like I'll have 1,000 and it'll go from, $1.09 up to $1.14 or up to $1.19. You'll actually see that fluctuation and grow based on that. So if I'm holding 1,000 of them and this goes to a level of, because right now 3.5 billion tells me that's only 35% of the supply. 3.5 billion tells me that the total market cap that I can get to, you're probably looking at somewhere around maybe $10 that I could get to, because this is 35%. So the overall supply is probably around 10 billion, which means that $10 would be $100 billion market cap, which is something that things can get to. $5 somewhere around 50 billion. So I mean, you can grow this to about $5,000 worth plus gaining interest on top of it. So that's what I really like to see. However, you can also go the opposite way. Something like Cosmos, right? I'm holding 50 of ATOM, and I bought in at like 22 or something like that. So basically, you could see different levels where this can come back all the way back to 12. And if it does, obviously, I'll try and buy more because it's a cheap price. So I'll keep adding to it, and I'll treat it like a mutual fund. But then eventually you'll get to a point to where you're like, okay, is this going to either come back or is it going to go up? If you do end up getting to a point to where you find you invest lower than $10 and the lowest point is $10 and you see that grow because there's only 220 million ATOM that's out there, meaning that this can get to a level of, in the thousands, that would be good. So I'm holding 50, it can get to the level in the thousands. I'm happy with that. Now, if I'm holding 100, which I can technically hold 100, I would like to see that pull back a little bit more before that ends up growing. And I'll continue to add more. Like I said, no matter if it's higher or lower, whenever I see these dips, I will find a way to add more. But yeah, you just treat it like a mutual fund. Treat Bitcoin as a savings account. I don't even think as a savings account. Because a savings account, I mean, you're going to, put it in there, hold it for a rainy day. I don't even think you should even worry about that. I think you should treat it as something like an index fund or a mutual fund, which is essentially the same thing without the thought of ever taking it out. I have a small amount in the, I figure, well, why not, since they pay a bit in interest. Yeah, I mean, it's just difficult for me because it's basically like, oh, well, that's a high interest savings account. I mean, you're basically you're putting it into that position with no ability to gain or to grow in the price, so that you really don't have to put more money in there, but you can put more money in there. Do you know what I mean? For DAI, you would have to continually put more money in there no matter what. or else you would gain the same amount of interest every single year, which is not a bad thing. If you put $1 million in there, you'll gain 2% interest, which is not horrible, but it's not the best. Is today, brother? Your thoughts on when this beast is going to blow. So my thoughts on when AMC is going to make its move. I think we're going to see FOMO buying come up until probably the end of the year. When we see it completely blow, we'll probably be somewhere mid-year next year. I don't think we're going to see this completely take off. We're going to see FOMO buying go all the way up until the end of the year, possibly continue into the beginning of the year, first quarter, and then also maybe after the first quarter, we'll see this completely take off just because they can't really hold it at certain levels. Once it gets up to those levels, they're not going to be able to hold it. Also, your top 3 altcoins with the best increase by year's end. Well, one, I think ADA is going to be a big one. I mean, I could probably make a video on what I believe is going to make massive moves, but I think ADA is going to be a big one. I think Anchor will definitely increase quite a bit by year end. I just want to see crypto end up taking off by year end, right? I'm thinking internet computer might make a huge jump and see that jump to maybe, $100, $200. I just hope I would, like I said, I would like to have more of certain positions, but I just didn't have the money to buy, that much at that point. And it sucks because seeing this at 30 and then, jumping to 65 was pretty good. And if I would have held 100, seeing that go from 30 to 65, that would have been really, really good. If I would have held even more than that, then it would have been amazing. But that's not the case. But yeah, there's a lot of different coins that could definitely take off. And that's why I'm holding so many. It's not about what are the top coins. It's about what do you believe will be more popular, right? I think there's a ton that are very popular. There's things like Gitcoin that I believe can take off based on the total circulating supply that they have, the total market cap as well. Like there's a lot of different positions. I don't think I can narrow it down to 3 unless I really did, research on it and make a video. Actually, I wanted to check my Pi coin in my gate.io real quick because I don't know. And this is plain. This is not Pi that you mine on your phone. The reason why I'm looking at this position, it hasn't been put on Coinbase yet. And I think it will. And when it does, we'll see this skyrocket. I'm probably going to buy some more and hold maybe like $500 worth. And if I hold $500 worth, then it'll give me a decent amount when that does end up breaking $1. That'll look really, really good. So, SafeMoon's up. I'm up about $1 on SafeMoon. That's good. But yeah, this is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to buy more Pallane, probably like $250 or $500 worth, and hold that because I would like to. I would love to have 100,000 of that coin and let it grow and let it sit there and let it do its thing because it only has a billion supply, and when you have 1 billion supply, that gives you so much room to grow, so much room to get to a higher and higher level. ACH going to hit 13.59 in 2 months. Makes you think 13.59. I mean, I'm holding ACH and holding quite a bit of it, like 9,000. And like I said, I'll probably buy more of anything that's below that level, like 20 cents, that has the ability to grow. I'll probably end up buying more because I want to hold a bunch of these. And if these do end up getting to $1, it's very simple that I grow this from $1,000 to $9,000 or $1,000 to $29,000, whatever, and then I can take that money, put it into other investments. I don't need to let that grow to crazy levels, but if it does, I'll take it. It's okay if it squeezes. It's okay if it squeezes less until next year, less taxes. Yeah, because you're holding it for so long. Solana, you're thinking 5x. I mean, it has a max, but yeah. Support will be a good buy when it goes back to 8. You might want to check like the short interest and all of that because it might be over to pushing support. Do you take your ETH on Coinbase, or do I stake my ETH on Coinbase? I want to. I haven't because I don't have any Ethereum. The only Ethereum that I have is in my MetaMask in order to try and create liquidity for my my crypto, but it's just not working. I'm still trying to do it. I tried to do it yesterday and also research why that's happening, and there's nothing on it because I'm not paying $2,000 to create liquidity for 5,000 coins, or even create liquidity for 100 coins, and like it doesn't make sense. And maybe it's because I did it already. I don't know. I'm up 100+% with Hex. That's amazing. How much does that equal to in cash? Now, do these platforms allow adding beneficiaries? I believe so. And I don't think you can transfer it to names. You just have to transfer it to a different wallet. So they would have to have access to your wallet, which you should just put in your will or something, and then you can transfer it to their wallet. I don't think they have crypto doesn't really have a complete tax setup, to tell you the truth. There have been people that have made hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars that have not paid the correct amount in taxes. This is why the government is trying to do something to regulate this in some way, so that people pay their fair share of taxes. People people try and really fight taxes, and you can easily do that with crypto because they don't have the greatest reporting system. So when it comes to beneficiaries and it comes to understanding where that money came from, as long as it's transferred from crypto account to crypto account, it's really not as regulated, if that makes sense. So it's not going to be taxed at whatever rate you would normally get taxed at because they probably don't have the reporting. So if you're transferring from a wallet to a wallet, it's likely that you will pay nothing in taxes if you end up transferring it to, let's say, your son's wallet or your daughter's wallet or your wife's wallet. It's a different story because wallets don't give you any type of tax data. Give you a copy of your recovery code, and then when you're about to die, whoever you want. We haven't talked about stocks in a while. Any thought on stock ticker symbol GIGM? I am hungry. So first, let's look at what AMC is doing. It's up 0.79%, up 35 cents. GME is making a little bit of a move. That's up about 2.77%, up to $24 or $224.42. So that's definitely making a move, which is really, really good. It's still making a move. But let's look at GIGM. That was up 11% yesterday, currently up 4% in the after hours market. we do see a low amount of volume. The shares outstanding in the free float are pretty low, 11 million shares outstanding. The free float is 6 million shares. So sorry about the coughing. I just need to really clear my throat. But yeah, GM. I don't know why we are seeing that increase. Maybe it does have announced second quarter 2021 financial results. Maybe it had some good financials. The announcement was that yesterday? It wasn't yesterday. That was 7:30. So that's like a month ago. So it's not based on news, from what I understand. If we're going over here, we're going to look at some short interest. GIGM. Looks like non-existent. We're not really seeing any type of, it's just moving because it's moving. So I don't know the detail behind why it's making a move like that, but let's look at a bigger view, a bigger picture. So the bigger picture is that it's actually at some of the lowest lows that it has been at, down at this level of 220. Here at 240 did bounce off that level and now it's starting to make its way up. You can definitely see a retest point somewhere up in the $3.15 range, which we're seeing that now. You know, it rose 11.5% and rose about 4.5% right now, and it's close to $3 here. So you can definitely see a retest point of 13 or $3.17 or so, and probably want to take that into account if you're going to get into the position. If you're in the position already, definitely factor that in. We have 208 people in here, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you can. It really does help out the channel. The GME floor is currently 47 million. Sounds good to me. I just made 10K because I held Tesla safe for 3 months without selling, and halfway to 25K payout for holding rice for 6 months. Easy money. That's amazing. That's great to hear that you made 10K, and if you can make 25K on rice, that's phenomenal as well. Whatever gets you your profits, that's amazing, and hopefully you can spread that information to some people, and you can continue to make money there, and also make money elsewhere. You know, put some of that money in different places to where it can double, quadruple, and 10x or 100x. Because a lot of that, when you see something, give me 1 second. He's probably trying to call me about my extended warranty, but all right. Well, we're good. ICP will bounce back. ICP will bounce back. I do like ICP. I like ICP up to about $200 or $300 to where it will pull back, probably just a little bit. I don't see it really hitting like the thousands of dollars right now. I mean, it can, looking at the total view of it, but when we look at the level that it's actually at for ICP, if we do break this down here, we're looking at 157 million circulating supply, which is not crazy high. But then you also look at the total supply, and it's only 33%. So we're looking at close to what, 300 million, 500 million total supply. And if we are looking at that, then what we want to do is understand what the total ability or total amount that it's going to get to from that level. 10 billion looks like the normal level of where things will, or 10 billion looks like the normal level of a market cap to where they will get to. But I definitely see this at a higher market cap than that. And as they continue to add on supply, it continues to bring down the price. So you do want to factor that into it. And I'm really only looking at ICP as more of a faster gain, something that can get up to the $150, $200, $300 mark. So that's what I'm looking for at that moment for ICP. I'm not looking for anything more. I'm not looking for 750 because of the total supply that will probably be factored in at that point. So it still has a lot of popularity, still has a lot of hold time. A lot of people are holding it. And yeah. Yes, AMC is about 1% up. So AMC is making a little bit of a move. It was up to $48.60 where it did resisted from that $49 mark. And Carl, I don't understand it, man. I really don't. Keeps rubbing against me. But yeah. Also, I don't know where I was at, so I'm just gonna skip what I was saying. GME is at 223, so that's not bad at all. Let's look at a breakdown by day, though. So yeah, it has made a move up to 225 and started to resist from that level. These cats gonna be the end of us, I guess. Was that Carl phoning you from the shop? They're out of Meow Mix again. Sure. Do my chart show a gold breakout box above AMC 50? We want to see that. We want to see it break 50. We also want to see it break that 49 level because it seems like it's resisting from that level multiple times. Or do you know Dent? Let me do a quick analysis. Is Dent a stock or is Dent a cryptocurrency? Please let me know. I don't want to. I mean, I can search for it on both, but I would like to know before I jump into it. Crypto. All right, let's look at. Hopefully, it gives me the information that I need when I go on here. Go on Coinbase. Typically, CoinMarketCap will give me a little bit more, but let's see what's going on with this position. See how popular it is. If it is popular, Dent. It's not tradable on Coinbase right now. Currently at 0.006 cents, which is not a horrible price. It's very close to 1 cent. There's currently 99 billion in circulation, which is not crazy. You know, that's basically at the level of, you know, Dogecoin. Looks like the volume is up. I do want to see where it's traded at because it's not tradable on Coinbase. The market cap is at 605 million. If you're looking at something of a decent market cap here, you probably want to see somewhere around let's see, so 100, you're probably going to see somewhere around 10 cents of a like not a max, but I would think as a max until you start to see more popularity. So let's look into coin market cap. Really raining outside. And let's look at Dent. Let me bring it up on the screen. Give me a second. All right, so here it is. Here's Dent. the max supply that you do have here is 100 billion. So basically at that max supply at the moment. It is, like I said, it's close to $1. It is at a reasonable spot. We do want to see where you can actually get it. So you can get it on Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, Uniswap, a lot of different places. So it's not just a couple of places that you can buy it. This is something that does sort of interest me. I would love to see it around way less than 100 billion, because then you have to, like, I like to factor in what the total growth would be within that position, looking at something that's at a circulating supply of, you know, that magnitude. But that's what that's what really worries me, is just like, oh well, is 1 cent or is 2 cent going to be the max to where it can get to? Because that will be like a $2 billion market cap if it does get to about 1 cent. Currently where it's at, you see, that's tied to it. So once it gets to 1 cent, that'll be a $1 billion market cap. 2 cents, a $2 billion market cap. Is the max going to be, I would think the max is 10 cents, you know, looking at a $10 billion market cap, but you don't see a ton that get to that level. So I would say anywhere between that $5 to $10 billion mark would probably be a level. So 5 cents would probably be somewhere where I would see as a reasonable mark. 3 cents as a level of probably a bunch of people selling before it ends up coming back to reach a low and then end up increasing again. But yeah, I would see this as a position that can definitely grow and, you know, double, quadruple. You know, you can 5x, you can 6x, you can even 10x, right? So I can expect something big out of a position that is this low in price, but hopefully you find some levels to where you can get added to, like Coinbase, just that last you know, catalyst that can push it up. But yeah, I like any of, like, some of these positions that are lower priced. Wish they had lower circulating supply, but you know, you get what you get. Will you please look into SNDL? The volume was pretty high yesterday. I picked up a grip around 70. Yeah, a lot of times I don't care about the usability of what the position actually is. I will add this to something that I will watch just to make sure I understand where it will go, and maybe I'll add something to it. Who knows? Maybe I'll put 100 in at the current price, which will give me a few thousand coins. And if this does get to 10 cents, then maybe I'll have like a good $1,000. I'll turn $100 into $1,000. You never really know. But yeah, let's look at what we were looking at. Somebody asked me about something. SNDL. All right, so let's pull up SNDL over here. Was up 4%. I just think cannabis stocks, yes, I think it will end up making a move with, you know, AMC and GME taking off, right? I think you'll have a lot of positions that will be that trickle effect where people feel like they missed out and get into the position, look for this to rise to higher and higher levels. We understand that. But I still think the overall look of SNDL and where it's going to go, I mean, should have fell along this trend line here, and it looked really, really good. Looked like it was starting to come back, but then really fell down to some of these levels. So it looks like 65 was a level to where it was going to bounce. Currently this low over here, it hit 68. Maybe you'll see that low again, maybe get to 65, retest it, and then increase. But it looks like it's starting to come back. You're seeing multiple days where you're starting to see that upward trajectory. So I definitely can see some retest points, maybe of 89 cents or so, you know, possibly getting to that dollar mark. But it's really tricky because it only had one time to where it did increase over a previous, like, sort of previous high level, and then even this level here, but then didn't retest up here at 170. So I wouldn't put it to that level. I would say max you're looking at is probably retesting 150 at one point. But right now, in the short term, I would probably look for something of retesting 85. but it does show the ability to come back at this point, you know, resisting from or having a support level of 68 or so. That's 65 support level, and it bounced off of 68 here. So super bullish on Chainlink crypto. Are you? I looked at Chainlink before. I haven't looked at it recently. Thanks, bro. Very useful. Yeah, no problem. GME is now 3 times as valuable as the smallest S&P 500 stock. Matt, do you think that once AMC hits 50, there will be FOMO and people will make the skyrocket? I think when AMC hits 50, we will see an increase above those levels. But do I think that will trigger FOMO buying? No. I mean, the thing that will trigger FOMO buying is obviously you have a day to where they're not shorting as much. If you would have seen an influx in buying, like a crazy amount of buying Monday or Tuesday where they weren't shorting as much, we would have seen that FOMO buying kick in, a ton of buying, right? If we would have got up to a level of, let's say, 30% or something like that, you would have seen this kick in and you could have possibly rose to 50 or 100%. A lot of times FOMO buying won't kick in until you see a certain percentage, really. It's not just about a certain price. So it's definitely tricky, but you need to pick the right day. And a lot of times you don't have everything working. Like you'll have low buying power and you'll have high amount of shorts that go in. That equals obviously a decrease. You'll have lowish buying power and a low amount of shorts. Well, that equals an increase, right? A slow increase or a low increase. Maybe you'll have a little bit more buying power and you'll have an average amount of shorts. Well, that has that average increase that you would see. But then if you have that day to where you have a ton of buying go through, maybe you have less shorts and some of those shorts actually have to be covered a little bit. That triggers more buying power, which triggers more FOMO, and which obviously continues to bring that price up. So it's very tricky, and you just go day by day hoping for this to be a buy heavy day rather than a sell heavy day or a short heavy day. I'm expecting AMC to be over $1 PM. What? Like a dollar gain? I don't know what you're talking about. You check out Zev. It was listed as third most shorted stock. Well, even if it's listed as third most shorted, you still want to look at some good information. So right now it's up, or yesterday it was up 4.6%, and now it's down today. Has risen recently, had a huge gap from $6 up to $12. Fell down probably based on a ton of shorts, but did end up increasing quite a bit, back up to about $10. But then if we look at the short term, we could see that going from that $10 mark, $10.50, decreasing heavily, ended up getting shorted, I guess, a ton, and then started to consolidate. So it looks interesting the way that it is, but we do need to check out some of the Ortex data and maybe some Fintel data if we want to. Zev. We're still in AMC. So it's 29% short of free float. We're seeing about 5.28 million shares that are short. And again, this is where you want to understand exactly how many people are holding this, where you probably don't have that ability to understand exactly how many people are holding this. But that does look interesting. I do want to see what they were shorting yesterday. If they did short yesterday, I would imagine they didn't short as much because I don't know why I put US. Oh, it was US. I just backspaced too far, and I did it again. Zev. All right, so it looks like, wow, shorted 12 million, about 55%. So yeah, they are shorting it. You just want to understand how many people are holding it, how many people are talking about it, how much the popularity actually is. If you don't have any of those, then it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be a quick gain for people. You can get in, get out, and that's going to be what you want to look at. That's my opinion there. Thanks for looking, you the man. Yeah, no problem. Good market, everybody. What's up, Perry? Nothing much. Nothing much. Um, Matt's market, like my market, or you mean like your market? Or is your name Matt as well? It's a common name. I know it's not a fundamental play, but but I'm still hoping Shang-Chi does well this weekend, and just to put more fear in those say AMC has no fundamental value. Well, yeah, I'm going to go see Shang-Chi on Saturday, and I'm going to see it. Basically, bought $60 worth of tickets, so we're going. He was expecting AMC to have went up over $1 in the pre-market. Oh, okay. Matt, take a look at skills. Matt is the OG. I am. I am the original. That's one of the original people that started this whole entire thing. Not really the most popular now, but I appreciate all of the people that do. Stop by the stream every morning. I don't care if I get I don't care if I get 1,000 views total. I'm okay with that. I'm happy to be able to help out people and talk about stocks and just have this show every morning. Now, I would love to. I'm probably going to change my thumbnail to something to where it's a standard show, like episode 1, 2, 3. Start this out because I feel like it needs to be something where the thumbnail remains the same, whether I'm talking about a certain crypto or whatever. But I think it's just going to be like, obviously, I don't know what the full name of it will be, but I will talk about AMC. I will talk about stocks and crypto, but we can figure that out if you guys want to help me out with a show name, because it's going to be on for 2 hours every day, or maybe an hour or two every day. We'll see what it ends up being in as a whole after AMC does blow, after GME does blow. And yeah, I don't think I'll have multiple streams ever. It's just going to be like one show that we put up every single day, just to talk about stuff. AMC is going to be is going to fundamentally make me rich. Morning, Matt. Do you think today is a good day to get into BBIG? Isn't that that's another play that was one of those heavily shorted plays as well? Yesterday it was up 15%, but I think it was up a lot in the actual. Oh no, it was actually up when it did drop down a little bit. So it was up quite a bit in the after hours, or in the after hours market, and slightly in the pre-market, right? But then it started to drop down in the whole of the pre-market and then fell in the market open. So ultimately, if you look at it from high point to high point, it resisted at $8 plus. And currently you might see that do that again. Do I think it's a good day to get into BBIG? That's totally on you. I think if you want to get into a position that does have a lot of like speculation, whether it will increase or decrease, I think you get into the position, you have discipline. If you don't have discipline, then you're going to lose money. There's a potential chance where you can make money even if you don't have discipline, because it could go the right way. But if it goes the wrong way and you're not disciplined, then you end up losing money, and a lot of money at that. So get into the position, set your stop loss wherever you feel like. If you only want to lose $20, then lose $20, get out of it, wait for it to get to its low point, then get in and ride it on the way up. And if it happens again, you lose $20 again, that's only $40 that you lost compared to maybe $100+ that you could have lost. So understand what you're getting into when you get into a position like this, or you get into a position like support or whatever. That's the not advice, that's the opinion that I have for you. I mean, I guess I could say it's advice because it's more or less telling you to be fearful sometimes. Even, I mean, I know the saying of, what is it? Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful, things like that. But you want to make sure you're very disciplined. That's what I'm trying to say. You lack discipline, smack student. What? I don't do that. Original gorilla. Okay, got you. Yes. How about financial advice with math? That's a good name. Not financial advice with Matthew Perry. Oh, that's actually a good name. That's actually, I like that. Not financial advice with Matthew Perry. Um, just scrolled down and found videos from 7 months ago on AMC and GME. That's OG status for sure. Yeah, yeah. I was doing streams before the Trey was doing streams. I was doing streams before Matt was doing streams. I was doing streams before TMI, before everybody, besides Brian Jung and JJ Buckner. They both were doing streams, and Brian Jung obviously went more to crypto, and uh, he's definitely doing an amazing thing over there. And he was getting like thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions of views, on his crypto videos, and it's phenomenal. So, you know, I definitely, kudos to him. Um, and JJ Buckner is doing well as well. Staying with stocks and investing, just not doing AMC streams or talking about AMC at all. I'm sure they both still have AMC, but they're not obviously talking about it constantly. So that's something I wanted to do, is talk about AMC, because I do like talking about that, but I also like talking about other positions. This is why I talk about AMC and crypto. Cryptocurrency is great to be able to get into, and I talked about in the past how it was too volatile. It doesn't, there's a lot of crypto that's not as volatile. And there's also a lot of crypto that you can truly predict. It's not as volatile as it was before. Before, you would see one day it would be up, $300, and the next day it's down, $500, and then it's up $1,000, and it's down $2,000. And it's like, okay, this is insanely volatile, and it goes 24 hours. So it's like you can't really look at all that stuff. Also, it wasn't as easy to put your money into and take your money out. It was just not as good back then. And I always thought of it that way. And you're used to what you're used to, right? So now I decided to get into it. Probably like maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago, 7 months ago. I don't know, but I started making moves, and I think Dogecoin was my first crypto investment, and then I started making moves elsewhere. And actually, the money I made off of Dogecoin, with the initial jump to like, I think 50 cents, um, I ended up taking money out to put into Ethereum and Litecoin. The Litecoin's still there. Ethereum is gone. I used that Ethereum to fund some other things because it did end up increasing a little bit. But yeah, that's what helped me get started. Dogecoin is the thing that got me into crypto, and now I'm starting to, where not to put your money with Matthew Perry. Yeah, sure. That's good. I like the fact that you out there showing the young black males that we can be in the market and don't have to be out in these streets. Yes. Same with B Hayes. It's motivation for people. Props to you. Yes, that's what I'm looking to do. Obviously, I'm not catching the algorithm, but you can do so much more. You can do so much more. And this is what I'm doing. I mean, I have so many different forms of revenue. Obviously, I have more consistent income with my 9 to 5. I am like a workaholic, right? I love to work. I love to do what I love, right? I love to invest. So why not record and make videos on investing. I love to golf. Why not make videos on golfing? As long as that, you know, can pop off, can make some moves there. I would really love if you guys support that channel a lot. You know, also react to videos. I would like to react to a bunch of videos because I do watch a lot of YouTube. It's just a lot of them I can't upload some of them, so some of the videos that I actually recently reacted to got copyright struck, so I couldn't react to those, or I couldn't actually post those videos, and it's starting to get on a weird schedule there. So I want to actually create a schedule to where I'm uploading different videos at different times. So I think that the golf videos are going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I think the reaction videos are probably going to be Tuesday and Thursday, and then probably one on like Saturday or something. That's probably what I'm going to do, is 3 times a week for both of those, and then obviously every day for my main channel. Shorts videos should be daily. It should be very quick that I create those videos, but I haven't found a really quick process to do that because my like streaming service, or I guess Streamlabs, doesn't record in what is it, 1920 by 1080. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. And if it does, if anybody has some type of way to screen record on a phone sized screen, I guess, let me know, because I've been trying to figure it out, how to record, how to you know, stream or record 920 by 1080. I can't do it. Mark safe from support. Said I'd eat them if it broke 50 again. Yeah, I like it. Not financial advice with Matthew Perry. That's it's pretty good. I think it's good. Where, Matthew, can you check out Ortex on BBIG? Yeah, I did. I think I did check out Ortex on BBIG. It didn't really give me anything. I think there was no. I think I did. I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, I did. It was. I was thinking of a different position. So yeah, you're looking at 39.11%. You know, short interest of free flow, which is 17 million and 0.19. You see an increase in the amount that's borrowed here. They borrowed 1.4 million shares so far as of today. This is Wednesday's data, so they're already borrowing 1.4 million shares. I don't know what happened this morning with BBIG. Oh, it's up. So they are bringing this down from certain levels. So it's still heavily shorted. It's just how many people are holding this? Is this something they can easily cover? And the answer is probably yes. It is something that they can easily cover. Speaking of what you love, we need another golf video. Yeah, I'm gonna drop one today. And then I also recorded, like I said, a match between me and my father-in-law and 2 other people, and it was really fun to play with them. But they ended up, you know, playing really good golf. We didn't play great golf, but you only need one person to play to have a good shot on a hole when it comes to a scramble. So that's all you really need. And we had some of those. Been sipping my coffee, watching Matt's morning show since December. It would have to have been since January, because I haven't been. I don't think I was live in December. I was live in January. Just checked my paycheck, please. Squeeze soon. Yeah. Thank you for your service in the hospital. It's an undervalued job, especially at the moment. You guys are also on the front line serving the people in this country and beyond. Well, yeah, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, I work in a hospital, but I'm not on the front lines. My wife is on the front lines, working in X-ray, in the radiology department. So yeah, she's on the front lines, and Krieg's on the front lines. So today looks to be the day I can finally sell this Doge and give myself a cushion in my bank account. Rent is due, and the landlord lady uh, will be hollering at me. Yeah, probably, but I don't know. What? How much did you make on Doge? Did you make a good amount on Doge? Not my birthday. Not yet. You got a good. I don't even know how many months. Erica's birthday's coming up, so that should be fun. And so is my mom's birthday. Uh, my last shift at work, here for work, COVID, hospital full, the gear. It's so hot, I almost passed out. That's horrible. I'm up 35% on Doge. Oh, okay, so you're good then. I just heard Carl. Yeah, he's right below my feet. How did you meet Erica? It's Erica with a K. Thank you for asking. We actually worked at a restaurant together, and I started as a dishwasher, but I ended as a sous chef. But yeah, we met at that place, which we talked about it. She doesn't remember the first day that we met. That's horrible. That's horrible. But Carl, you're done for. Carl, can you stop? I swear, you keep knocking things over. Can you? I don't know why you do this. I have to put you upstairs. Come here. Come here. Over here. Over here. Over here. This is all you want? You get fur all over me, then you're a clean cat. Why are you so clean? Stop being so clean. Yeah, I came out of an isolation room and my heart rate was interesting. I met in a hospital and worked in a hospital. Yeah, he doesn't and you do. It's like holding a major trump card. Keep holding that, Matt. Yeah, yes, yes, I've thought of that. I say, well, I remember anytime she brings up anything, I'm like, well, I remember the first day that we met. You don't. Not financial advice with Carl and Matt. That should be good. Now I got fur all over my hand, all over my body, all over my face because Carl wants to be Carl. Matt been playing COD recently. I haven't been playing COD recently. All right, Carl, I need you to get down. I need to get you a bath. Your back is no. Don't do that. It's ridiculous. All right, you can go away now. I gave you some love. Now I got fur all over my shirt and my face. Warzone. I'm about to get on. Yeah, I have to, but I'm working. So obviously, right after this, I'm working. Have you caught cod recently? Like a fish? No. um, but playing cod is a different story. And for what? What do you think? I think it's shorted a lot more, but not short. Yeah, it is shorted a lot more, but don't expect the same rises out of it. I don't think it's completely done. I think you'll see some movement, but don't expect the same rises out of it. Now they can cover very quickly, and people can sell off very quickly. So it's very tricky. I don't think it's done, but there is still a chance that you could see it pull back quite a bit, where people pull out of the stock. I don't know if you can remember what she was wearing or how her hair was. I remember everything. I literally remember everything, and yeah, it is a win. I usually have a great memory when it comes to important stuff. I can hear for what? I came here for a stop talk. I'm saying I'm staying for the golf videos. Well, thank you for supporting the golf channel. I really appreciate anybody that does support the golf channel, seriously, because obviously I want to do something big with that as well, because I love doing it. So that's disgustingly cute. Not Call of Duty. Carl is a big fan of cod, the fish. Isn't forever dog pound for not remembering that one. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. She can't be. She does nothing wrong, and that's just how it has to go. That's marriage, you know? Matt and Eric sitting in a tree. Glad I spent the early morning with you guys. Uh um in Oh, you're in North Cali. It's not even 6 a.m. yet. I sub to the golf channel, but I do not like golf. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully, you enjoy the videos, because you see a different side of me, and you know, and hopefully, I can have more conversations in between, and just either talk about my golf game, or just talk about things that I'm thinking, or have something else. Like, I would like to do like get-togethers with certain people on YouTube, because I feel like I would be in my most comfortable state if we're playing golf. So either other golfers or people that maybe talk about stocks. If people talk about stocks and they play golf, why not get together and have a conversation while playing like 4 holes of golf? That would be fun. Just about like their YouTube channel, their experience, or AMC or whatever. I feel like that'll be really good. You know what I'm saying? Happy wife. A man don't sleep on the couch. That's the saying. Why don't you trade Forex? I just don't. I I I don't. I've been binging your MP Shorts videos, trying to work through to getting some views, bro. Well, I appreciate that. I haven't uploaded to. I usually try and do that, and it doesn't take a long time. It just would be a lot quicker if the Streamlabs would be able to stream or screen record in what is it, 10? I can't think of the dimensions. It's like 1920 by 1080. If it can do that by 1920 by 1080, that would be amazing. But I can't. I have to do it in a full view, which is like 1080 by, I think it's the opposite way. Um, I think it's 1080 by 1920 or 1920 by 10, whatever. It's the opposite way that makes it long instead of, or not long, like landscape instead of portrait. There we go. Um, but yeah, I just need to figure that out. And whenever I can figure that out for a quick upload, then I could just take that. Because right now I have to convert it in my streaming software, and it sucks. I don't want to have to convert it. What is the golf channel called? It's called Matt Perry Golf. So it's very simple. But if you go to my channel, if you click on my name where you are, if you're on the phone, I think you just click on my name and go to channels. And when you go to channels, you're gonna see all the channels I'm associated with. We have all four are my channels. So I have a gaming, I have a reacts channel, MP Shorts channel, and a golf channel. And then these are some of my friends that are on YouTube. And yeah, you want to subscribe to Matt Perry Golf, definitely do so. I have about 4 videos so far. I'm going to have a 5th video up today. It's already edited. I just need to create a thumbnail for it. And yeah, we can go from there. Are you talking about an ultra wide monitor or YouTube Shorts? YouTube Shorts. I wanted to record like my screen recorder. Like if I go here, which it's gonna look weird the way that this is, but I'm gonna show you. So you see an endless amount of mats. But yeah, this is what it is, and I want to be able to screen record on basically like a phone size screen rather than my screen, like my 1080 this way, 1920 that way. I would like to do it the opposite way, 1920 this way and 1080 that way. Sorry if that was just weird. Hasn't even finished watching his own second video. Shorts have lost $1.2 billion since last week on AMC, about 100 million on the pre-market today. When will they just give up? I don't know. That's a good question. Can we get some TA actually? I heard candidate for a short squeeze or maybe already happened. This is what I don't like to think of them as short squeezes. They're all large increases. The ones that have short squeeze potential are the ones that are difficult for them to get out of the position, right? If they have a ton of shorts and we're holding a ton of shares, then it's very difficult for them to make their move because it's impossible. I mean, I don't think of anything else as a short squeeze besides AMC and GME. As of now, I mean, other things have the starting point to short squeeze potential. Let me go ahead and, is that AMC I'm looking at? Looks like it, but it doesn't say it at the top, so I'm just gonna. There we are. 40 minutes to the bell. Well, I won't be live when the bell happens, but I'm definitely excited. Yeah, there's a lot of positions to where they will jump, they'll make a move based on short interest, but they won't squeeze because you don't have the backing. You need a bunch of people to back certain positions in order for that to happen when you have majority of the people that are still working on what's happening with AMC and GME. Nothing's going to happen that easily. Nothing's going to squeeze that easily. It's just not. It takes a while. They're going to fight it, and they have to fight it. If they don't fight it, then get Streamlabs mobile. But then I still have to do it on this. Like, I want to do it on my computer. Is Streamlabs mobile a thing? Because I want to be able to quickly upload it. What I typically do is just take all the files and upload them. But what I have to do with the shorts videos is I take all the files, I have to put them in the editor, then separate them or upload them separately, and then I have to portion them out to make sure they're over the right length, and then upload them. I mean, sometimes I can do it just from my phone, and I could just record and say, "Oh, this is what I'm doing here," and then show you everything. Guys, what do you just stop? But most times I just want to do it from the computer. It's so easy. And maybe I'll do it from the camera and then upload them later. So yeah, you know what? I'll do that. And it's not going to be just like, oh, this is what happened with AMC today. This is what happened with GME today. I think I'm going to give you actual educational stuff, like what I think is going to be like top 3 picks or something like that, or crypto that maybe we could think about investing in, or interesting cryptos, whatever. Just give you more educational and educational content rather than just giving you like what the price action was, because you guys all seen the price action. Which camera do you use? I use a what the hell is the camera name? Do I still have it over there? I think I have it somewhere. Give me a second. I don't know what the name is because it's not on the side or anything. Let me see. Give me a second. I use the Canon HFG50. Vixia? Is that how you say that? Vixia HFG50. It's a camcorder. It's actually really good. It's a 4K camcorder and it lasts forever. And I use that for, I'm starting to use that for golfing as well, because it just gets better distances. No, not the Canon M50. It's the Canon Vixia HFG50. It's a really good camera. You're big time now. Hire a producer. Thanks for all you do. Yeah, no problem. I do want to hire some editors and stuff for like the golf channel if that does end up picking up. I want to hire literally just an editor to edit those and get those out every single like the day that we need to get it out. Because when I pick a schedule, and I will, I did pick a schedule. When I pick the schedule, I want to get videos out every single week, or every single, like every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it's going to be tough when we start to get bad weather. Now I'm going to have to do videos in my simulator versus doing videos elsewhere, or do videos in a simulator somewhere else. Have some sort of thing that I do every single week over there. But it's going to be interesting. And I'll just play 5 holes against maybe random people. Weird, it shows I'm a member, but I'm not green in the chat. It shows that you're a member, but you're not green in the chat. That's interesting. Interesting and weird at the same time. All right, we got about 3 minutes. Let's go through the the rundown here of AMC, GME, crypto as well. I did AMC twice. So currently GME is up to 222, still above my cost basis. Let's see if we can continue to run. I don't know if that will be the case. Tuesdays and Wednesdays don't really seem, or sorry, Wednesdays and Thursdays don't really seem like the best days from what we've seen last week. I think the week before that, we saw Thursday that was pretty down, and it just doesn't look like the most positive week. So let's hope that we can see this make an increase here from where GME is at 220 and get up to a level of 300, get up to a level of 400, 500, whatever it ends up getting to, and we can see some good progress there. Also, with AMC, we want to see them obviously break 50. We want to see it break 49 first because it's really resisting at that 49. I think it's 48.60 is the level that it resisted from multiple times. So let's see how that does increase. Currently, it's up 0.57%, and GME is up about 2%. We're seeing about 30,000 shares worth of volume for GME, which that's just Webull alone. Total volume is probably around 60,000. You're seeing 709,000 shares worth of volume when it comes to AMC, which is well over a million when you look at total volume. If you look in Fidelity, it's probably 1.5, 1.4, 1.5. So that's really, really good. But yeah, we're looking for them to break certain levels of, I would love to see it break 50 today. If BTD doesn't work out, you may be able to use the Relay network to make a content creator coin. Huh. That sounds interesting to me. But I want somebody to, I would love for someone to help out with the coin. Obviously, they would get a portion of that coin holding on to it. But I want to see what this can be. I wouldn't say that, you know, they get anything that they can, they would have some sort of ability to rug pull in any way, because I hope that wouldn't be the case. But I would have to find somebody that I obviously trust in that manner. But we want to see what this can be. And if you are going to make any moves, you make any moves off of things that you will buy, you know, right from the start. So like if I have 10,000 coins to start out of the 100,000, that's 10%, right? That's a pretty big amount. If you decided to take all of it out, that's basically a rug pull. I wouldn't do that. What you would do is, if you have 10,000, what you would do as soon as everything gets priced and you feel like you're at a certain level, you treat it just like it's any other crypto out there, not your own crypto, any other crypto out there, and you buy the crypto. You buy the crypto with more money, and then you play it however you want to play it, and see what this can end up being. I think it can be really, really big once you see like a content creator actually worry about the growth of that cryptocurrency, and you know, it can be a lot bigger, you know, and it could be something that a lot of people hold, and it could gain a ton of value, maybe make a bunch of people money. And that's what I want, is for other people to end up making money. Now, do I want everybody to sell everything at those highs? No, I wouldn't want that. I would like for people to just pull out bits and pieces at the highs, so that, you know, we can see how one selling, you know, maybe 5 coins or 10 coins does affect the total price, and also for other people to make money, because as you end up selling bits and pieces of those coins, it decreases the price a little bit, I would imagine, and then other people can get into it at those lows where you see FOMO buying go up a little bit more. Maybe you start to see a little bits and pieces sold again, and you just continue the process with more people making money, and I think that'll be really, really good. So obviously that's something that I want. Is I don't think you're going to have any type of usability behind any of these coins that are created by creators. It's really just to get a full understanding, for me and for everybody else, to get a full understanding as to how it truly affects the coins. You know what I mean? The price of the coin, how selling one coin affects the price out of 100,000, how that would affect it if you've seen, you know, maybe they sold it and then other people started to buy it. Well, you see some sort of effect, you know, with that, and how big is that effect? Then I'll start to understand crypto a little bit more. Getting into other cryptocurrencies, I can factor that in as well. So I think it'll be good. But yeah, I still have to find, I don't know if BTD will work because of, you know, how easy it was to create the coin and how little it actually cost. I would love to spend like maybe, I don't know, a max of like $10,000 in creating a coin, and just, you know, seeing what that can actually be, and how that also may affect my net worth, you know, as just holding the coin, as just someone that has created this coin that owns 10%. How does that affect my net worth as a whole? That's what I want to look at. It'll be really cool to figure it out. What's the short interest on ZOM? I think it's around 10% from what I understand. I'm kind of late as to leaving this stream, but let's check it out real quick. Short interest on ZOM is 9.73%. So it's still high. You're still seeing around 92 million shares that are short. Check out the educational videos about ROI on Coinbase Earn. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to remember that. All right, guys, I have to get out of here. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of my other content if you guys are interested in, golf videos, in shorts videos, in reaction videos, all of those stuff. I'll make sure I set a schedule for all of those things and everything else. I'm sorry, I hit the mic. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next video.